We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Setting the floor for the Nets. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Traore. And it's Liddell in at the four-man position. A nice shot by Dixon.
That's two bombs in a row from long range.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Traore. Pass to Liddell. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of two straight at home. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Porter. Here's Liddell. Takes a three. The rebound by Post. Post has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Dixon. He's guarded by Thomas. Thompson from long range. And another three for Golden State.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Here's Thomas. Count it. Thomas got 15 points.
Yo, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Well, their pass to Dixon. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's on Cameron Thomas. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there, reclining fully right next to you.
Curry passes to Dixon. And a great assist by Curry. That one goes in. 34 points for Smooth.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Inside, here's Traore. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors leading by 10. Down low. Bounce pass, Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Timeout called the Nets. You've seen Smooth really having a great game.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
A chance to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Warriors.
And their guards have been the difference maker. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
Thomas, that's good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Warriors ball. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Brooklyn, advantage in one series.
And seeing where the Nets are, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point. And that's how they want to keep it.
Who has a better floater than Steph?
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Traore. He's got 17. Pass to Thomas. Over Dixon. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Thomas.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
A nice shot by Dixon.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Thomas against Curry. It's picked off. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Butler on the attack.
And Curry is a great passer. He can get to double-digit assists pretty much any night he focuses on it.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 14-point game. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Dixon. Thomas with the steal. Over Dixon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors leading by 14. Thompson for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Porter against Thompson. Good D by Thompson. The Warriors shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dixon. A rebound by the Nets. Thomas got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To stop the drought. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on
Yet another bucket.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40-point mark has been reached.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredibly historic year from him.
And in 1962, Will set the record for 40-point games with 63. Never thought that mark would be broken, but I never thought we'd see a season like this. And he continues to stack up 40-point games in this historic season.
Well, Greg, with the break and play, the crowd standing to cheer his excellence. Substitution here for Brooklyn. And he's checked in. Mann comes in for Porter. Powell, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Martin subbed in for Traore. Claxton the pass to Martin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you made a great list of guys right there for sure. And he gets the bucket. Podziemski's got 10 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
The ball goes to Brooklyn.
It's the Nets now. Powell for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Payton left side. Here's Richard. Hands it from downtown.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Right side, Martin. And the layup's good off the glass. Martin's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Pajemski. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Nick Claxton. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is...
Warriors leading by 21. Running the wings, they'll go at Curry and Thompson. Butler out there with Quinton Post. And it's Dixon in the point. That's the Warriors' foul. And Post gets it to go.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here are the Nets. Here's Traoré. And he uses the glass on the layup. Traoré's got 19 points.
Well, he didn't need much daylight there, and he took advantage of what he had.
Dixon's shot is off.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Here's Porter. The rebound by Post. Post has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Dixon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dixon's got 43 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Traoré. Pass to Williams. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Dixon passes to Curry. Nailed from three-point land.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Traoré, guarded by Curry. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Porter. Pulls up on the elbow. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 13 points for Michael Porter.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Here's Dixon, a three ball, and another three for Golden State.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Here's Thomas, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Thomas got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you're very comfortable as a player with that mid-range, Jay, if you have a height advantage like that.
Dixon's shot is off. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Here's Dixon. Torrey with the rebound. Nets trail by 20. Outside, Porter lets it go with a three. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Torrey. Here's Sharp. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Well, their pass it to Dixon. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Torrey. Outside for Thomas. Nets passing it around. And good that time. Torrey's got 25 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timeout called the Warriors. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Quentin Post comes in for Al Horford. And Curry subbed in for Buddy Hield. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage of the scoreboard.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their efforts.
To the wing on the left. Curry on the wing. A floater. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
There isn't a shot Steph Curry doesn't have a feel for. Floaters, runners, whatever. The tougher, the better.
Pass to Williams. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. Well, we don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Dixon. And got it. Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Torrey. Pass to Williams. Now Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up.
Substitution changes. Brownie's checked in. Man subbed in for Cameron Thomas. Outside, Martin. Man passes to Martin. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And finished off by Martin.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And Jimmy Butler earning himself another whistle.
Substitution on
Some
the
changes. Richards is checked in, and it's Dixon in for Brandon Pajemski. And then for Brooklyn, Williams, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Man subbed in for Thomas.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
A two-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's Dixon. Six to shoot. Healed from outside. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you later on.